Talk a little bit about the Troy-Bilt Pony and the Craftsman T110. We've had the Craftsman T110 since 2020, so we have had it for 4 years. And the Troy-Bilt, I think we've had it for since 2021 or 2022, something like that. So I think we've owned it for like 2 or 3 years. I haven't changed the oil in this yet, but we haven't really used it that much anyway because we had this and we had our Poland on the trailer, and then we had this one which is now out of service because of its stupid drag link that broke. This was probably our best mower at the time because it didn't have the most horsepower. It only had 19, but I think what made it so good is that it had 4 deck wheels on it, which made it look like it cut the best for that reason. And I know those drag links are a really big pain to replace, so that's why it's still out of service. So yeah, we don't have fancy mowers, but we have enough of them, if you know what I mean. So I just cleaned up my grandmother's Troy-Bilt Pony. This is her tractor. She used to have a very old white and blue Yard Machines lawnmower, which is now in a junkyard somewhere. And I unfortunately broke this when I got mad at it. But not only did I just slam it hard and it broke it, I mean, let's be honest, it's just junk plastic. So it was kind of suck anyway. Briggs & Stratton E1550 15.5 horsepower single cylinder. On the Craftsman T110 is basically the same exact engine, except the Craftsman has 17.5 horsepower. They sound exactly the same, except this one has a slightly lower idle for obvious reasons. They're both 42-inch cut. The deck colors are different, but they're the same thing. Now, for some reason, my grandfather was the one who originally bought the T110, and he did something to the mower deck on it because I don't know what's wrong with it exactly, but it vibrates a lot and it makes a lot of excessive noise. I don't know if there's something wrong with the pulleys or something, but it shakes a lot too compared to this one. This one's way more quieter than this one, and I mean the mowers. The engines, that doesn't affect it at all. So something is definitely wrong with this, and I can't seem to keep the deck belt on it. So what I was trying to do is, could be my stupid fault though. I was trying to get the deck belt back on it, and I bent this bracket back too much, so I'm gonna have to, redo it. I mean, again, it's a pain in the butt, so I feel bad that I bent that anyway, just so I could get the belt back on, but now I have to bend it back, But, I mean, you really can't blame me. I mean, they're a pain to work on sometimes, deck belts. I could get the deck belt off of our Poland real easily, but, so yeah. The Troy-Bilt Pony, it's a good tractor. I mean, hell, I like it more than the Craftsman because this one gives me less problems and it doesn't have a bad deck or whatever. It doesn't make as much noise. But soon enough, very soon, I will be doing, like, the whole tune-up crap on it because I do have a bunch of spare parts that we got for the T110 that I can do for this. So I do have the extra air filter. The spark plug, it should be a Champion RC12YC. I mean, I know that's the Champion brand is an RC12YC, if anybody wants to know. I got the fuel filters for it as well. So yeah. And I have to change the oil on both of these, but I need to get 10W30 oil. Because unfortunately, every lawnmower that I changed the oil in, unfortunately, including that snapper, was all done with a 5W30, which is not really recommended for a lawnmower. At least an older one, because you want to run something thicker in an older one for sure, due to like old engine wear and stuff like that. But I can't seem to buy oil for some reason. I can't ever get my chance to buy for some stupid reason. But on this one right here, I swear the oil's not even that dirty though. I mean, it really, really, really isn't. Compared to, if you can keep that in your head, this is how the Craftsman's oil is. Yeah, it looks like it's a little darker, but they both need to be changed anyway. What I can definitely say is I feel like Craftsman did a better job designing the hood because there's less plastic on it. It's definitely better, but I won't lie, they're both decent mowers, but I think I have to give my my points to the Troy-Bilt because it is the one that technically is the better one and doesn't have the messed up deck or anything. But, I mean, that's just my freaking opinion. Who cares about that? So, yeah. We'll keep these going. Of course, everybody knows the Poland Pro. The famous Poland Pro PEP 20 VA46, the legend. We've had this thing for 7 years. The only thing that failed us was the deck broke. Re-welded it. It's perfect now. So, yeah, typical. Not too much. And then, of course, the Craftsman YT3000. I believe it was a 21 horsepower twin cylinder at one time, but it's not anymore. I know it's a mess. My dad brings home a lot of this stuff to do gardening stuff. But anyway, this thing drag link's broken. That's literally the only thing, and it's missing a battery. Kohler Courage 19 horsepower with an open exhaust. It used to be a 21 Briggs Platinum, so it did have an engine swap at one time. It was always a very good tractor. I mean, to us, it was always a very good one. So it needs some work now, unfortunately. Because it's a fancy one because it has a 4-wheel deck on it. That's what's good about it. It has 4 wheels, so it's like a, it cuts real stable, So yeah. One of these days, hopefully, it will get fixed. But for now, it's just been sitting here for a couple of months now, probably like 2 months or so. But, we got the two almost nearly identical mowers right here. So, yeah, just a little tour of the lawnmowers, nothing much else.